It should not be controversial to say that raw food diets can actually be good, and in several cases may actually be better than feeding pelleted dog food. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen the negative effects of raw food if it's not nutritionally balanced, or if it causes, for example, a salmonella infection because it's not cooked. But firstly, these are not all raw foods. These are raw foods that have been done incorrectly. And I find it impossible to believe that anyone could truly believe that a heavily processed food made up of corn, wheat, and soy, which is what most pelleted dog foods are made of, can actually be better than a well-balanced raw food diet made up of fresh meats, vegetables, and whole grains. I find it impossible to believe that anyone could believe that, because the main issue with raw foods is that they may cause infections like salmonella and E. coli. But what about the negative effects of ultra-processed pelleted dog foods? Because there are several of them. When these pelleted dog foods are made, they have to go through several stages of high heat processing, either through the rendering process or through the extrusion process. So they're heated for really long periods of time under a lot of pressure, often at 120 degrees Celsius for up to 5 minutes. This comes at a cost because it produces byproducts that have negative effects. For example, acrylamides, or for example, AGEs, or activated glycation end products. These byproducts have been associated with inflammation, with kidney issues, and with being carcinogenic, meaning that they can cause cancer. And studies have also shown that these byproducts are between 4 to 20 times higher in processed dog foods as they are in human foods. So if this is consumed on a regular basis, it may potentially cause cancer. Why is there this double standard of looking at the negative effects of raw food and completely ignoring the negative effects of pelleted dog foods? Now, I don't want you guys to freak out about this if you are feeding pelleted dog foods, because unfortunately raw food diets still do have a long way to go until they are completely safe. If you are doing the pelleted dog foods and want to make them a bit safer, add natural anti-inflammatories, add natural antioxidants to these foods. I will be making a video showing you guys good sources of natural anti-inflammatories and antioxidants, so you guys can follow for that. But the reason I've made this video is just to illustrate that there are issues with heavily processed foods, and we need to start becoming more open to acknowledging different forms of nutrition and not just shooting down everything that isn't part of what we believe to be correct when it comes to providing nutrition to dogs and cats.